Welcome back. Let's find out if we've got anything wrong so far. For that, we go to TV's Andy Levy. Hi, Andy.
Hi, Greg. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm glad you asked.
I always like to ask.
Yeah, had a rough day, but we won't get into it here.
Okay. All right. We'll talk about it after the show.
Some personal problems.
Understood.
Yeah.
Understood. Yep.
Not good ones.
No. I thought we agreed we wouldn't talk about it here.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. We're not going to talk about it here.
Okay.
Don't know when. Maybe. Maybe I won't be around. Anyway, go ahead.
Okay. All right. Anything else?
Nope.
All right. President Obama's 50th birthday. Greg, you said of the president's birthday fundraiser, quote, not surprisingly, some conservatives were bashing the bash. Which is true. It's not surprising, but it's pretty lame.
Yeah. I put it in the manufactured outrage group.
No, I know. Oh, my God. A politician is fundraising? Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Also, you noted that Mitt Romney tweeted, quote, Barack Obama celebrates his 50th birthday and collects $35,800 checks, but Illinois is struggling due to his failed policies.
Illinois.
Well, yeah, that's what the ill stood for. Meanwhile, Mitt raised more than $18 million over the course of 3 months, while unemployment is near 10%, and we were in the middle of a debt crisis.
That's true.
So, you know what, Mitt, maybe...
He's not president.
No, he's not.
I mean, your complaint makes no sense.
My point makes perfect sense. Politicians raise money. And you
right,
can't,
but
you
you're
can't
saying,
bash someone.
But Mitt can't do anything because we're in the middle of a debt crisis. He's not president.
But the president gets to raise money the same way people running for president do, right?
True, but I think it's tacky in any event to be having a fundraiser to celebrate, oh, my birthday.
You know what? The nerve of him to have his birthday right at the end of a debt ceiling crisis.
Oh, things are tense in here.
I like Patty Ann Brown better.
I know you do. So do I.
We'll be right back.
Exactly. Now we're going to get tweets that say, why do you hate Ann? And why do you hate Ann?
Why do you hate me?
I don't hate you. Judith, you said absolutely the president has the right to celebrate his birthday. What are you, some kind of rhino?
I'm an independent.
Okay.
I believe in birthdays, especially 50th birthdays, which of course none of us here in this room is ever going to have.
That is true.
Why? Is something tragic going to happen to me?
No, we're going to be like Jack Benny, 39, perpetually, forever, and the president better be because he's getting a little gray hair.
He is.
Yeah. And you said you used to be addicted to Nicorette. Did something change in the last week?
Yeah, I told you my doctor recommended I take up smoking.
Oh, is that right?
To get rid of the Nicorette habit, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the evidence isn't really in on smoking. Hot dogs, another story.
No, yeah. Smoking, who knows? Could be good for you for all we know.
Precisely.
Yeah.
What are they showing there? Oh, your Nicorette gum.
That's Obama's. Fakers.
John, you said President Obama is going to start raising money as of now.
Yes.
Well,
the campaign is on.
He and the DNC raised $86 million from April to June. So,
but I think that this is the beginning of the prelude to the campaign proper. This bus tour, all of this stuff.
Okay. All right.
Andy.
Also, you said Joe Biden can drink.
He looks like an uncle that he can pack him back.
He doesn't drink at all.
He looks like he could.
Well, several members of his mother's family were alcoholics, as was his younger brother Frankie.
What did he drink at the beer summit?
Old Duels, I believe.
Thank you for educating me. Sorry, Vice President.
Yeah. Chevy Volt's still not selling. Judith, you agreed with Greg that the government rebate for these electric cars is $13,500. I believe the federal tax credit is actually $7,500.
Nah.
Yeah.
Is that before or after the debt ceiling deal?
It doesn't say.
You've been stumped.
Yeah. And you made a joke about the government making people buy electric cars the same way they're doing with health care.
It wasn't a joke.
No, I was going to say, I actually believe that's not beyond the realm of possibility. Yeah.
They think that it's within the government's constitutional authority to force us to buy stuff.
No, it's in the Interstate Commerce Clause, clearly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Hot dogs increase risk of cancer. Here we go. Greg, you said visitors to a NASCAR race at the Indianapolis 500 Motor Speedway last weekend. It's the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, not the Indianapolis 500 Motor Speedway. Also, you said in 2010, over 1.1 million francs were sold at Indy 500 races. There's only one Indy 500 race each year. That one actually not totally your fault because the Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine's press release says last year at the Indianapolis 500 races.
Yeah, see?
So
my greatest sin was just taking it from the press release.
Yes. Yes. Judith, you asked, isn't anyone watching the race? How do they have time to eat all these hot dogs? Well, the crowd for the 2010 Indy 500 was estimated at around 400,000 or so. So 1.1 million hot dogs, really not that much. It's like two.
That's more than 2 hot dogs a person.
No, that's less than 3 hot dogs a person.
Okay,
He looks at the hot dog as half empty.
Yes. Yes.
But you know
Yes.
that if you have it with sauerkraut, it cuts your risk of cancer.
Is that right?
No. I just made it up.
I will cross that off then. All right. Ryan, you said auto racing fans can't read.
I did, and no one backed me up on that.
Yeah.
You guys completely left me out to dry.
As a huge NASCAR fan, Ryan, I have a question for you. You want to take that back, or you want to get an ass whooping after the show?
I'm sorry, Haas. I apologize.
All right. Seriously, wasn't cool. Vancouver to give out free crack pipes. John, I agree that attic maintenance, although I've never heard it called that, is better than incarceration, but I don't think taxpayers should have to pay for crack pipes.
I think if that's part of the program, then that tax money goes to keeping crackheads off of your block. And it goes to possibly helping them, with...
That's called prison.
Yeah, if I'm paying for it, they got to suffer.
Incarceration is a lot more expensive, I think, than
That's
these
right.
kinds
But it
of
works.
programs.
The government doesn't buy my drugs.
It's because it's not
go
yet
to
an
Vancouver.
entitlement.
Yes.
But it will
if
be
I had a drug problem, they would buy my drugs.
Greg, once you admit you have a drug problem, then maybe the government will buy your drugs.
Well, I don't need the government because my
well,
drug
then-
of choice is window cleaner.
Yeah.
It's like free around here at Fox.
Yeah, that's
Hey,
true.
Greg's windows are always need cleaning. That's what they hear.
Yeah. Where's Greg? He's in the supply closet.
Yep.
Yeah. My favorite part of the story is there's a quote from a guy from the Canadian Harm Reduction Network. He says, quote, "There's a huge stigma against people who smoke crack."
You know what? There isn't. Because we were talking about this in the green room. Whenever anybody adds something on crack to something, it's like a compliment. Like, hey, that new band, they're like the Beatles on crack. So it's actually a compliment to be a crackhead.
You know, I heard a lot of NASCAR fans do crack.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah.
Nope. Moonshine.
Oh, and meth.
Who said that? Who said that? Who said
That was John.
No.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm not saying it's a bad thing.
Yeah.
Meth can be a lot of fun.
Whatever. You should go play squash and shut up. And you said you think people should be able to pay to go to that safe inhalation site and watch the health workers watch the crackheads. You would have loved like the Coliseum in ancient Rome, right?
No, but she's paid if she's paid
I'm
the
paying
ticket.
for it. That's right.
No, I understand that.
You'd raise a little extra money. I also think, in keeping with Vancouver's plan, that at NASCAR they should be passing out free hot dog buns and mustard.
But, and on a related note, if indeed we are going to start making birth control free, then that means I should be allowed to watch people have sex.
Well, also to prevent the spread of herpes, you'd have to have government officials watching as you
Yeah,
have
exactly.
sex.
I want to make sure they're not doing anything unsafe.
That Vancouver's onto something.
I would volunteer to watch people have sex.
You said that twice.
Did I?
Yes.
For a minute there.
Point that out.
Sometimes that happens to me.
No, you do a lot of charity work, Greg, and I think that this would just, to add to it.
I'm a charitable observer.
You are-
the police
you are.
disagree with me
Yes.
and often escort me off certain grounds.
Despite the fact that your business card clearly says charitable observer.
Exactly.
Which I would think is enough.
The names that they call me, the families, the things they yell at me are completely different.
Yeah, and uncalled for.
And hurtful.
Yeah.
Hurtful. My name's not even Tom.
No, well, that is... I am done.
All right. Coming up, Matt Damon is dead. Set against the rich not paying their fair share. Shut up, Matt. But first, yo, it's college girls partying. I'm sure this video is essential to whatever story we're doing.